Rating your favorite diecast. Mater. He's not only Radiator Springs' lovable resident tow truck, Lightning McQueen's best friend, but the most powerful character in their verse. Tell me I'm wrong. This 155 scale diecast from Mattel was made in China out of metal and plastic. I got mine from the 2018 Amazon exclusive Dan Garcia 10-pack. Okay, so I'm re-recording this. While I was editing, I tried to double check because I guess I didn't do that while reading the script, and it turns out Mater actually came from the Harvey Rodcap 10-pack, and I guess I completely forgot. I actually got them from there. Yeah, don't you love being wrong? Yeah, so Mater came from the Harvey Rodcap 10-pack. Ignore that whole Dan Garcia bull. I'm a dumbass, I know. I'm letting you all know now that 2018's Christmas was the peak of me collecting cars. The fun fact about this guy is that he was my first proper Mater ever. I had many variants of Mater growing up, and yet I actually never owned a stock standard one. The closest regular one from my childhood was the McDonald's plastic toy, but that was lost years later and replaced with the Mater with headset, which would go on to become my main Mater on the channel until 2018. Now my thoughts is he's a pretty cool looking release, but that's obvious. I do have some issues with him, however. The brown on his body is a shade too dark. In the movies, Mater had more of a lighter brown with his rust, which later on releases would actually fix. I also think his expression could have been better. The one he has now is fine and gives you the impression that he's a happy character, but I think having to be closer to his box art render would make this more clear. The only thing you would have to do is give him bottom eyelids and boom, you now get the impression that he's happy but also energetic. Yo, Mattel should totally hire me, I'm a genius. I have to add that the plastic they used for his tow cable is really robust, so it's hard to break, but it's a shame that a lot of early releases from his time aren't compatible, so they can't perform the towing function unless you do this. I did it as a kid and it worked, but now that I'm older I realize they dropped the ball with that. I'm so glad they fixed it later on with the Precision series and later on releases. Last thing, mine really needs to be cleaned. He has small hints of wear and tear, and there's still some traces of flour and dust in his creases from his time being used in Christmas videos. With all that, Mater gets a 7 out of 10. He's a good release, but could have been better with a few minor changes. Like and subscribe and comment who you want to see next.